Good afternoon, Pokésports. Welcome to another VGC Battle Stadium Regulation D video, bringing you a MAGNEZONE team. Now, this MAGNEZONE team is rocking the Sturdy, rocking the Flying Tera, rocking the Specs, and rocking the Tera Blast just to maximize its damage output. MAGNEZONE, again, similar to Breloom, Pokemon that isn't really great, but isn't really awful, and does have a usage in competitive, is unique, right? Steel Electric is a very unique typing, and now with Terastallization, you can kind of get away from the 4x ground weakness and be Flying Tera. You can also simultaneously hit grass types, which is something that MAGNEZONE was never able to do before unless it had Hidden Power Ice. So that's a nice little addition here in Scarlet and Violet for MAGNEZONE, but not just MAGNEZONE is a showcase of this team. We also got on Brambleghast here. Brambleghast is taking Regulation D by storm because it can just deal with Water Urshifu very well. It can deal with Genies really well. And it just feels like Brambleghast was created in order to kind of dampen those Pokemon. Like Wind Rider as an ability seems a little bit overworked, but it's on such a mediocre Pokemon like Brambleghast that it kind of all evens out. But yeah, Wind Rider, an amazing ability. We're rocking the Phantom Force plus Power Herb situation, which is cool. We have Tailwind on Tornadus. We also have Tailwind on Roaring Moon here. Roaring Moon coming back onto the channel. And also in Prison Trick Room, Flutter Mane, kind of a tanky variant with Citrus Berry. We'll see what that lives. Anyway, thank you so much, Berm, for making this team public. This is a Berm special. It's a Berm team, so you know it's gonna be spicy. And I'm excited to try it out. If you guys don't know who Berm is, PokeBerm, link to his channel down below in the description. Does incredible VGC content couple times a week as well. Make sure to check out his channel, send him some Pokésports love. Anyway, if you guys are excited to see MAGNEZONE here on today's channel, hit the like button down below, subscribe, and with that said, let's get on through today's video. Another Roaring Moon, but you know what they don't have? A MAGNEZONE. Now, I don't know if MAGNEZONE is going to be great for us here, specifically because I'm looking at Chi-Yu, but it might be pretty decently if they decide to Flying Tera the Roaring Moon. So I might just have to bait them into it, you know? Just bring the Flutter Mane and be like, hey, I dare you. And then they do it, and then I have the MAGNEZONE way in the back, and then we just kind of prosper from there. Now, another option that I do have is just leading Brambleghast. Like, what, in theory, can they do to Brambleghast? Yeah, Chi-Yu, I guess. Yeah, that's a thing that they can do. But hopefully they don't do it, you know? Hopefully they just decide to not. But if they do lose Chi-Yu, I might be in like a world of pain. Let's go Urshifu. Bring Bramble, bring MAGNEZONE, figure it out. Because like at this point, they have an answer to pretty much everything on their team for my team. But if I'm going to win this game, I think I got to save Flying Tera for the MAGNEZONE. And I got to lock on a Tera Blast Flying Tera. As strange as that sounds. Because that Rillaboom is going to tear my face into pieces. If I don't. That's a nice hat. Where do you get that hat? Okay, Chi-Yu Roaring Moon's gonna be my opponent's lead. I at least expected the right fish to come, right? Chi-Yu's here. Fine, fair, nice. What can I do about it? I think what I'm gonna do about it immediately, I could click Tailwind, or I could just, well, I can't taunt double dark types, that's right. I'm going to Icy Wind for now. And I think I Icy Wind Protect. I'm going to keep it a little simple here. Because I have a feeling they're going to Terastallize this Roaring Moon. Because they don't want the Roaring Moon to go down for absolutely no reason. Or they're going to Terastallize the Little Fishy. Or they swap out the Little Fishy. Even better for me, actually. Because I don't think the Roaring Moon is going to be able to knock out my Tornadus for free. They do have a fake out turn now, so that's a little concerning, but I guess we'll get there when we get there. Does Acrobatics count as a wind type move? That's the question. Grassy Seed boost onto the Rillaboom, and there's the Terastallization. We forced it out of them already. That's good. It's really good news for us. I went for the Icy Wind here. Oh, it's poison. Thankfully, I didn't go for the fighting type move there. Hey, listen, I'll take that. I went for a very passive turn one, and it might be fine. Icy Wind for free. Decent damage onto the Rilla, and I can click Tailwind next turn. They go for the just a break. Yeah, I don't care about breaking swipe. That's fine. I'm fine. I didn't think I'd be this fine. All right, do we set Tailwind for the Wind Rider? I guess so. But if they're just gonna breaking swipe me, am I really that concerned? Well, they have a fake out turn now, right? Oh, I'm cover cloak. Cool. All right, neat. So yeah, I just clicked Tailwind. I could even stay in and go for the free close combat onto the Rilla, but I don't think I will. I think I will take the opportunity to go into Magnezone here. Magnezone should be relatively safe in this lineup. Doesn't really care about the breaking swipe. Doesn't really care about an incoming like wood hammer. I mean, it'll hurt, but at least I resist it. All right, they fake out the covert cloak. No big deal. Tailwind goes up anyway. That's exactly why we checked for Clover Coke first, and they breaking swipe again. They knock out my Torn, but they just allowed me to bring in some pain. And I'm gonna show them pain. Remember what I said at the beginning of this this battle? I have to go for the terrestrialization on the Magnezone. I have to lock onto Flying Tera. So I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. Steel Tera doesn't really help me. Okay, cool. I'm just going to go for Phantom Force onto Roaring Moon. I'm going to go for Flying Tera. I'm going to go for Tera Blast. Best of luck, Rillaboom. I don't think they're going to see this coming. They might swap it out, but I think no matter what comes in here, not many Pokemon in the game want to take a Specs Tera Blast with Stab on Flying Tera. It's gonna hurt whatever comes in. Oh no, they're staying in, baby. That's great for us. I don't think they expect us to do this. I don't think this is on their list of things to expect today. We got Balloon type. We just gave our friend Levitate. All right, Phantom Force now. Here's the cool thing. I'm actually Power Herb Phantom Force. Oh, it lives at 1. It crit. Oh, wow. Almost knocked it out. But you know what? I have a big feeling the Magnezone will knock this out here. Let's see the damage, baby. Beautiful. Rillaboom's gone. Okay. I could always Shadow Sneak the Roaring Moon and be fine. As they go for the crunch. I'm gone now. Well, there goes Brambleghast, I guess. But they can't terrestrialize the Chi-Yu. The Chi-Yu essentially can't hide. So back in Ursh we go. They don't have a Pokemon that stops Ursh anymore. If you paid attention a little bit to the speed tiers, we know that the Magnezone outspeeds in Tailwind against the Roaring Moon. Actually, I guess they have a Tornadus here. Well then. That's a little concerning. They're gonna get Tailwind up. I'm gonna Aqua Jet the Roaring Moon. They're gonna Tailwind. There's not much I could do about it. And I'll just go for the Tornadus with the Tera Blast. I am specs locked. I wish I could be going for Thunderbolts right about now, but it is what it is. We're kind of stuck at this life. We're all about this life now. All right, Roaring Moon's going down. Can't protect against the Unseen Fist because they don't see it coming. Now let's see if they decided to tail. Actually, did they? They do just Tailwind. Thank goodness, because that means my Sash is still intact. That was the important thing that I was concerned about. And also, they just take a big Tera Blast to the face now. Let's see the damage. Okay, half. Okay, I can tolerate that. I could deal with that. I am happy about that. The Tailwinds are now unmatched. Do I need to Aqua Jet? Or do I need to protect first? I think I need to protect first. Maybe protect, Aqua Jet, Aqua Jet? Because here's the thing. The Tornadus will go first, the Chi-Yu goes second, and then my Urshifu will go third. So I gotta protect the Ursh and attempt to knock out Tornadus this turn. I need to knock the Tornadus out separately from everything else on the field. This is super concerning. Bleak Wind misses something, hopefully? Goes into the Ursh. Oh, it looks like it missed the balloon. It missed the balloon. That's huge. Heat Wave. Missed the balloon too. Come on, you know you want to. I'm full health. I might actually live this. Yes. I probably would have died if that Blink Wind hit my MAGNEZONE. I'm gonna be real here. I'm gonna be real. If that Blink Wind hit my MAGNEZONE, that might have been game. But you know, you play to the win condition and you get there eventually. Because now with the Sash intact, what is Chi-Yu gonna do? Best of luck, Chi-Yu. Enjoy the surging strikes. Holy, no terastallization to save you anymore. There's the Heat Wave. Gonna hit my Ursh. Don't burn, please. Hold up. This is bad now. Because the next Heat Wave is going to be single targeted. How much am I hurting here? That's not enough. Oh, that's not even close to enough. Okay. And there's a berry. I can't even Aqua Jet to win. I have to Surging Strikes again. And I'm not even sure the Surging Strikes will be enough. Oh, no. Wait, if there's a berry, it might not be faster than Urshi. I'm going to protect. I'm going to stall the Tailwind out. I'm going to take a little bit more Burn Chip here. But if there's a berry there, did they really just go max speed, timid, max special attack with a citrus berry? I'm not so sure. Seems like something you wouldn't want to do. All right, that little burn chip might matter in the end too. Game's not over. Down to the wire. Surging Strikes, will it outspeed? Yes! You should have invested in more speed, baby. Chi-Yu gonna get hit by the 1, the 2, and finally, the 3. Brother, this game essentially came down to that miss, right? I made a lot of good plays, but if that Bleak Storm connected, this would not be the same game. But I guess at the same time, I actually didn't need to protect there because my Urshifu naturally outsped. I would have lived that Sash and I would have been able to go for the Surging Strikes before the Chi-Yu attacked. And I would have never gotten burnt. The Chi-Yu probably would have gone down in 1 turn. Actually, maybe not because the Citrus was there. There's so many different outcomes this game could have taken. What a wild roller coaster. Anyways, GG's, on to the next. Glacier, huh? Okay. Do I have a steel move? I do, okay. I like where this is going here. It does seem like they have a Trick Room package. I do have a Flutter Mane that loves to stop Trick Room packages. And the other cool thing is I have a Grass type for that Gastrodon. But simultaneously, I'm probably still not going to bring Urshifu because that Gastrodon is there the whole time. I could essentially ignore the Tornadus. What if I even do this? They got no real way of dealing with a Roaring Moon plus a Flutter Mane lead. We'll bring MAGNEZONE in the back, bring the Brambleghast in the far back. I don't think I'll need Tailwind for Tail Rider here, but I might do it just for the +1. So by having Roaring Moon, I'm given that second option, right? Tornadus kind of like serves a single purpose. The purpose is to get Tailwind up and then to prosper. Roaring Moon serves multiple purposes. I can either get Tailwind up or I can smack you with some crunches. So I like having that variety. I like having that choice. I also like the fact that it's a Fire Tera and I'm up against the Chi-Yu. Now, if this battle or this Chi-Yu is anything like the last Chi-Yu, I'm a little scared. But anyway, let's see what my opponent led with. If they lead with a Cresselia, we click the 2 fun buttons of Imprison and Trick Room. No big deal. And then Trick Room is not a problem. Welcome to best of 1. This is what we do here. All right, Granny. Chi-Yu Lander is going to be my opponent's lead. Okay. As we go with Flutter Mane and Roaring Moon. I don't love that. But worse things have happened to me. The Chi-Yu on the field does mean I'll be doing a little bit more damage to the Landorus, so I can kind of live with that. And I do have Dragon Claw to really hurt their Chi-Yu. And it looks like they didn't go Trick Room package, so I might just set up Tailwind. I low-key want to Tailwind and Protect. I might just do that. Running a Tera here doesn't feel right. Doesn't feel like the right decision to make right now. Actually, it kind of does. Is Kevin gonna greed? I think Kevin's greeding. I think if I get rid of Landorus this early, then I don't have anything to worry about for like the next couple of turns. All right, their opponent, or my opponent, excuse me, their opponent is me. Their Landorus is gonna Terastalize. It's gonna be flying type. This smells like they're going for my Flutter Mane. That's what it feels like. But I should be outspeeding, especially after the Tailwind. And if they are attacking this turn, then hopefully they take a lot of damage here. They're next to Chi-Yu, and I'm going for a 2-time stab fairy attack. All right, Tailwind's up. Roaring Moon is fulfilling its purpose. Dazzling Gleam. Outspeed both Pokemon on the opposite side of the field, and this should hurt. I'll take that damage. They go for the Terra Blast onto who, though? Into the Flutter Mane spot, okay. That doesn't knock us out because we're a bulky Flutter with Citrus Berry. But I think the Heat Wave will just finish us off. At the same time, we can now just fire off... Oh, they snarled. Oh, how cute. Yeah, good luck with that one. All right, you got Flutter Mane for another turn. Best of luck there. Yeah. A Life Orb snarled too. Okay, so even they took a little bit of chip damage for that. I'm just happy they got punished for it. Dragon Claw onto Landorus. Dazzling Beam again. Snarl me until the end of time. Go ahead. They are Life Orbs, so they can change their moves up. They can change their minds up. But if I can just get this Chi-Yu low enough, I should be able to just finish off the Pokemon they have in the back. Perfect. I guess they were concerned with like an incoming attack from the Roaring Moon. Nah. Dragon Claw gonna chip the Landorus down to where the Dazzling Gleam will finish the rest, which then means I can Dragon Claw this one next turn. Roaring Moon, man. Roaring Moon's having a good time in today's video. It's having a good time on the channel. I think the last team that I used on the channel was also had a Roaring Moon on it. So yeah, Roaring Moon's pumping up the vids. Coming back. Regulation D is your meta, man. All right, what's your answer? Glastrier? Well, it can't Trick Room, which is nice. I'm gonna just have to ignore it. And let it do its thing. I'm just gonna go all in on this Flutter Mane. I'm gonna let the Glastrier do its thing. See if it can just knock me out gently. All right, they swap out the Chi-Yu. I'm happy that I'm doubling into the Trick Room setter, though. If I can get some initial chip on it. Oh, that's not a Trick Room setter. Oh, they didn't bring a Trick Room anything. Fascinating. Oh, that is so AV. Heavy Slam. Okay, honestly, fine. Flutter Mane goes down. Big deal. I'm okay with this for now. There is still a concern. A concern is that, yeah, that Chilling Nade just happened. But 2... they're definitely Assault Vested. So I think I'm going to go Brambleghast. First, I'm going to take advantage of this Wind, the Wind Rider. I think my Tailwind actually runs out this turn too. No, it doesn't, unfortunately. That would have been a very convenient the play. So I would have been able to just like get the double Wind Rider and then just do as much damage as I possibly can to this Glastrier. That's all right, though. I can actually click Protect here. I want to... Actually, I might just want to try to do that, though. Yeah, just give me the double Wind Rider. I'll take it. I'm going to double Protect. And I also get to see what they're going to plan to do. What they were planning on attacking. Who they'd see as the primary target right now. I'm actually surprised the Gastrodon didn't swap here. They're just going to yawn. All right. Go for the Roaring Moon spot, and then they go for Icicle Crash onto the Brambleghast spot. All right. I'm going to Tailwind again, not because I need the speed control, but because I want the damage on this Brambleghast, and I can go for this Phantom Force right now. Onto the Glacier. I'm going to hope a +2 Phantom Force. Haha, nice try. I'm going to hope a +2 Phantom Force is enough to get rid of a Glacier. I kind of need it to be. All right, Wind Rider again. +2. Phantom Force. I'm going to get the Power Herb procced, but I actually would have preferred not to have it procced right now. Oh, and it wasn't even enough. Yeah, they just hit Icicle Crash. Yikes. Well, there goes Brambleghast, huh? Dang, and Brambleghast was like one of the best ways I could have dealt with Gastrodon too. Listen, game's not over, man. Unfortunately, game's not over yet. Am I locking on that Flash Cannon? I guess so. I guess I have to. A Flash Cannon should be enough. A Specs Flash Cannon should absolutely be enough. Yeah, Specs Flash Cannon, the Glacier. We'll crunch over here just for some more chip damage. They're also going to try to yawn one of my 2 Pokemon also. Most likely the Roaring Moon, if I had to guess. All right, fingers crossed, Flash Cannon be enough. Okay, good. Glacier is going down. This Glacier was an absolute menace. All right, who's getting yawned? I'm getting Earth powered. Okay, thank goodness I wasn't Earth powered. And the yawn is just going to be on the Roaring Moon. All right, there is still a problem here. The problem is they got 2 Pokemon on their side of the field that can just blow up my Magnezone like it's nobody's business. I'm going to try to just double into this Chi-Yu. I hope for the best. I feel a lot more confident dealing with a Gastrodon in the back, or a lone Gastrodon with just yawn and stuff, than I do a Chi-Yu. And let's see, maybe they get greedy here and let me attack the Chi-Yu for free. No. Okay, fair enough. Oh, but oh, no way. I could have attacked the Gastro for free here. Oh, that's actually wild that they let that be open because they had Protect and they had the option of using it. They could have double Protect and been super safe, but instead they made this play. Okay, listen, you got me. That was a play. It did well. Gastron was able to knock my... I don't know how I'm going to win this game with just the Roaring Moon. Especially a sleepy one. I got to go for as much damage as I possibly can now. Just going to try to chip the Chi-Yu. If I even can. I think I do still have Tailwind up. All right, I do. Flash Cannon. Not going to do a lot, but, you know, I'm going to chip it. Heat Wave does connect. Unfortunately, Magnezone will go down, and Roaring Moon does not take too many of those. In fact, I don't even know how many Earth Powers I'm about to take from the Gastrodon here. Now, my opponent deserves this game. They played very well. Ice Beam. Oh, they have Ice Beam too. This Gastrodon was such a nuisance, man. Tailwind Peters. I have to rely on a Heat Wave miss now. And I guess I have to rely on I don't know, a Crunch crit. I don't even wake. I don't even wake. Okay. Unfortunately, Magnezone wasn't the play here. Chi-Yu kind of just took over. And then Gastrodon did Gastrodon things. Not a fun time, but hey, you can't win them all. And Cody deserved that one. GG's, Cody. Let's try to see. We've got a nice showcase here at the end. All right, straightforward, good stuff. Neat, fun, fancy, fresh. Now, I gotta match their Tailwind. That much is known. That much is obvious. And by doing that, I guess Tornadus plus maybe Urshifu might be just like the best option for me. But I have to fear the Amoonguss at least a little bit. I'm gonna go Tornadus Urshifu, bring the Brambleghast in the back, bring the MAGNEZONE in the back. Prosper. Hopefully. The only issue I feel like I'll have against this team is that Iron Hands. I just don't have a great way of dealing with Iron Hands. Especially in Iron Hands that can Terrastalize, because in Iron Hands that can Terrastalize can just not be weak to my Flutter Mane, which ain't a great thing. That's kind of a bad thing. Anyway, little Timmy. What you got? Gonna be double Genie lead from my opponent. Thankfully, I didn't bring anything that really cares about Intimidation. Now, they can set Tailwind, but I'm just going to click Icy Wind, and I'm going to click Protect. Against an opposing Tailwind setter, I will click Icy Wind. Icy Wind is just always the best option in this case, because if they taunt me, I still have momentum, and I didn't fall for the taunt. And then if they don't taunt me, I can get an extra turn of Tailwind later down the line. All right, here's the next problem. I just protected, and they could fake me out next turn. But they're going to have to decide, do they want to fake out the Torn or fake out the Ursh? I'll let them decide that. Or I'll just switch. I'll Tailwind match, switch into Brambleghast. And then Brambleghast can kind of just stand in front of the Iron Hands and not care too much. Also, I'm not weak to Bleak Windstorms. I'm not weak to much. Coming out of their side of the field right now. All right, fake out. Nope. Maybe next time. Get this Tailwind up. Lock in my speed tier too, which is always nice. And give me that Wind Rider. Beautiful. Great turn there for me. Double Wind Rider. Keep them coming. They taste nice and juicy. Gonna hit my Torn though. Don't love that. But you know what? I can also do that. I Tailwinded that last turn, right? Yeah, I should have. Let's just Bleak Wind. We Bleak Wind. We Phantom Force that spot. Good luck. Unless this Iron Hands has Ice Punch, Brambleghast is solid right now. It's on the field. It's not going nowhere. Now, they do have potential swaps. They could swap into Landorus just to get rid of my Intimidate. But keep in mind, I'm at +2, and I have the fear of an Icy Wind coming if they want to do that. But it looks like that's exactly what they're going to do. Ooh, that would have been a great Icy Wind there. I mean, it's never too late next turn if I can actually manage to live this turn with Torn. All right, Bleak Wind's going to connect on both of my opponent's Pokemon. Beautiful. Any speed drops? Got the one speed drop on Landorus. That might come in clutch. Followed by the Power Herb. I guess boosted. The Power Herb expedited Phantom Force. Oh, they heavy slam me. Ooh, we get to live another turn? Is what you say? All right, well, time to Icy Wind. Good luck. Icy Wind, and I guess Shadow Sneak is fine. Which one, though? Or I could just Phantom Force again. I could just be in another dimension for a couple turns. I'm all good there. Like, sometimes you just want to be in another dimension. Like, I don't miss out by being in another dimension. And I don't think a Shadow Sneak is actually enough to finish off this Iron Hands. But this is good. I got the Iron Hands down to so low HP. And Iron Hands was one of the primary Pokemon that I was really concerned about. The issue here is that since there's no other target, they know exactly where the Phantom Force went in this case. But hey, it is what it is. The great news is their Fake Out's now over. They take a little bit more recoil damage. Their Tailwind peters. My Tailwind still has not petered. And I got an Ursh. I got an Ursh with priority moves. And they got Genie Man. All right, well, I can manipulate here, I think. If I go for the Terastallization, I Aqua Jet, I guarantee the KO here. I can go for the Phantom Force on to... Oh, they swap out, though. Okay, fair. That's fair. That's good play. They bring their own Ursh. Okay. So, I mean, they're pretty much sacking their Ursh here, though, right? Yeah, they're just sacking the Ursh. Because the Ursh can't do anything. The Torn can't do anything. And currently, their Iron Hands can't do anything to Brambleghast. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to break the Sash. They're going to go for Tailwind. Fair. My Tailwind's going to run out next turn. But here's a Phantom Force. I have Shadow Sneak still. Alright, Tailwind Peters. Go for the Surging here. My Sash is still intact. Then we go for the Shadow Sneak here. Good luck, Ursh. Oh, Brambleghast is getting a little bit more of a showcase than MAGNEZONE is at this point. Oh, they're going to Terastallize too. What you got? What's your plan? They're also going Ursh Terastallization into Water Ursh Terastallization. Oh, they're going to go for the Brambleghast. They're going to try. I think Brambleghast can take one hit though. In the rain too? I don't know about all this. I outsped and Shadow Sneak it. Oh, that's right. I still have Tailwind up. Brambleghast. Unless they went for Surging Strikes and they got greedy there. That might have been the case. Also, thanks for the rain, Tom. Enjoy these watery fists. One crit, you done. Oh, poor MAGNEZONE, the cheerleader, doesn't get the chance to showcase itself in today's video. At least not at the last battle. It did get to do some things in earlier battles, man. And hey, one Pokemon doesn't make a team. A whole team makes a team. And currently, this team sure is making a team. All right, battle is canceled. Taking another dub in today's video. 2-1 to end the video off. Thank you so much, Pokeburn. Pokeburn, big friend to the channel. If you guys don't know Pokeburn already, I think he just recently hit 6,000 subs. So send him some more Pokesports love on his YouTube journey. Thanks so much, Burm, for making this team public and making a MAGNEZONE team. Not many people are brave enough to do it, but Burm is typically always brave enough to do it. So shout out to Burm for making a cool team. Anyway, if you guys made it all the way here to the end of the video and you enjoyed it, hit the like button down below, subscribe to the channel down below also, and leave me a comment. Let me know what your favorite ice cream is. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. I'm Ken, Pokesports. Peace out. Bye-bye.